Super Bowl Sunday, and we're supposed to be doing retro news. All right, that is so much better. What up to my peoples, and welcome to Retro Crunch. So in our first retro pop culture news of the day, over at Amazon, they are actually working on a sequel series to Blade Runner 2049. This is going to be a TV series that's going to follow up the original Ridley Scott film Blade Runner in 1982 and the 2049 film that came out in 2017. Now, Blade Runner 2099, as you might get from the title, this is the latest installment of the neo-noir sci-fi franchise that's going to be set 50 years after the film sequel. This is really some fresh news, but according to Deadline.com, Ridley Scott is going to be executive producer, but if this show really does end up getting made, some think that he might be taking over directing duties for at least some of the episodes. I absolutely love 2049, and if that's any indication of what we can expect to see in a TV series, this is going to be really good. Having Scott being directly involved with this and possibly being behind the camera, this is kind of what the Blade Runner fans are really wanting. Now, if you're a fan of the Blade Runner movies or the anime that came out recently, let me know what you think about this news for a Blade Runner TV show in the comments down below. Then next up, Hulu announced that they're bringing back Futurama for a revival series. I'm really not surprised at this at all, considering pretty much every adult animated series that we can think of seems to be getting a reboot or a revival series anyway. So far, we know that the first season is going to be coming out in 2023. It's going to have 20 episodes, and so far all of the cast is on board to return for the show except for one person that hasn't signed on for the show yet. Bender. If you remember him from the original Futurama, he was one of the main characters. Bender not coming back. Man, that would be like not bringing back Bobby for the King of the Hill revival, which is also in the works, by the way. Anyways, if John DiMaggio, who voices Bender, is not going to be in the show, I'd be really surprised if they don't get another actor to play the part. You have to have Bender. Somebody's got to voice him for the show. It's not going to be the same without him. But I digress. Let me know what you guys think about this news. If you like Futurama, you're probably excited to hear that we are getting a revival series. But let me know what you think about it in the comments down below. And then real quick, I got a couple more retro pop culture stories that I got to tell you about. Now, here's something that I'm really actually happy to talk about and report on. According to Deadline.com, the director and executive producer has been hired to create the show that's going to be based off the last Blockbuster in Bend, Oregon. This series is going to focus on the people that work at the last Blockbuster, and it's, all about these guys keeping this place running and keeping it alive. I'm thinking it's going to have a vibe that's much like The Office, with cameras that are like following around the employees and the customer, and it's going to have Randall Park in it, so that makes me really want to watch it. Plus, it's about Blockbuster. And then another story that I'm kind of interested in, there is a new biopic that's going to be made about Michael Jackson. I grew up with Michael Jackson. I loved his music. I mean, I can think of all these really great stories and things that I remember as a kid about Michael. So this is going to be real exciting for me to see. And then there's some kind of good news about it. So this biopic has the approval and authorization and involvement of the Jackson estate. So this is going to be an authorized telling of Michael's story. But with the Jackson estate helping in the research and having involvement in this biopic, we might not find out anything more about the child abuse allegations, or that might not be in this at all. Michael was really plagued with that during the last parts of his life. This will probably be more going into like his music career when he was younger and the height of his career in general. But hey, it's about the king of pop, and who doesn't want to see a biopic about Michael Jackson? But finally, if you're into retro news and nostalgia stuff from back in the day, I'll see you in the next video. I'll catch you on the flip side, and remember, if it ain't retro, go Cowboys.